Dusk Wood has studied her surroundings, adding roads and points of interest to her map, all that she can spy from atop this apartment tower. But right now, her attention is still focused on the south, the Forge of Wonders. She has made it a fair distance with her haul of books so far, yet it is unlikely she'll be able to travel easily during the day. And while Dusk has sensed the mind, the soul, the bones of someone very close to her, someone that she left behind, she isn't going to seek that person out. Not yet. Not while she is on this odyssey. For she has lost Bridget once and left her behind another time. She will not lose her again. No, Bridget will see Dusk again, but it is not this day. Sleeping in this apartment tower is a dangerous prospect, but wandering outside in the daylight, hauling over 100 kilograms of books, is by far deadlier. And so, for now, she'll need to remain patient and find somewhere safe to sleep out the day. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, No Hope. Where at the start of today's episode, I noticed that we actually burnt our scrap boots when we took all of that fire damage. And Dusk does have some pretty damaged goods now. Her arm sleeves are completely ruined and her army pants aren't looking great either, no doubt suffering the effects of the fire. Now, her little garbage can isn't far away from here at the moment, and there is actually something else that I completely neglected in the last episode when we were looking around. We have a crystal outcropping here, just a little south of the Forge of Wonders. We actually also have a magic meadow all the way down here as well. The outcroppings will give us the different crystal powders that we use in meditating to effectively practice our psionic abilities. All of these ones along here. We also need to continue practicing the hacking one because we haven't quite learned that yet. Now these ones here, the ones at the bottom, they're the ones that require us to have a specific kind of crystalline dust. And for most of these, it looks like yellow is the answer. I really do want to spend a fair bit of time working on some of these, namely our force shove, and also wave of force as well. And you know what, probably mind hammer, there's a few things that we want to work on there. We do need to have some yellow dust for some of those, so we may want to try and gather some of that up before we continue on our way. But for now, yeah, Dusk needs to try and find somewhere that's going to be at least a little bit safe. And so we're going to have to clamber on over this for the moment and see if we can't crack this open. Heading downstairs, how bad could it possibly be up here? Well, we've already got what looks like a little bit of goo on the ground here, that thin sludge trail, so things are changing even up here, and there's a lot of it over this way. Although, you know, it could have fallen out of that window down there. It seems like we certainly have something in either one of the apartments that's up here. Cracking open the first. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be the next one. Okay, we want to put them out of their misery. 1, so that we can fall asleep, and 2, so that they don't attract anything else. Come on, let's see how we do here. We are fighting without any extra powers at the moment. It is just Dusk versus the dead, and we come out on top. Now, why were you trying to get in here? Doesn't look like there's anything special hidden away in this little cupboard here. We're going to check the rest of this room, make sure that there is nothing else that's been secreted away. Water purification tablets, awesome, and a whole load of them. We will take that. It looks like the furniture has been kind of moved around in here a little bit, and there could also be some goods in the various kitchens upstairs that we would be able to make use of. As we are on the lookout for food still, spices, not so much at the moment. So I'm going to have a quick little look around on this level, and then we're going to try and see if we can't find somewhere to just, sleep the day away. Oh, and we do have one more dead one who was wandering around. And hey, a tramadol. And a can of beans. You've been holding out on us. Excellent. We've got some jam here, as well as some tea. We'll just take those tea leaf bags out, carry them along with us. Some alcohol wipes in this apartment. Evaporated milk, very nice. Quite the treat. And that'll do it. So I think we're going to stay in this apartment here. We do have a coat rack, so I am tempted to look at making that biomancer's spear before we leave here. But for now, we are just going to try and get ourselves a good sleep. We could put that in front of the door, but there's going to be squares either side that they could kind of push past, so I think this is probably where we're going to lay our head for the evening. Now, we do still have some cherries here. I'm going to eat as much as we can before we go to sleep today. We have eaten more calories than we have spent. Let's hope that we're actually going to be able to sleep through most of the day. We'll try and sleep without earplugs if we can. And Dusk awakes to the sound of something smashing down below. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the moment. She does feel pretty rested and the pain is gone. While she was sleeping, she did dream of blood and guts, however, and for some reason it made her feel weirdly excited. So I feel like that's probably something to do with the beast mutation that we currently have kind of flowing through her. She is still changing as well. However, we have not seen any changes. Sociable is still having a pretty negative effect on Dusk at the moment. She's really suffering from being alone. Right now, we're in a bit of a neutral mood though. We're going to start our morning off by, well, we're going to have some beans. And yeah, we'll have them cold for now. We're going to have that evaporated milk that we've got as well. Nice. And then, well, first of all, we need to take this apart here. So let's just take off our Kevlar vest so we can see what we're doing. A strange statement, I know. Okay, let's go deconstruct this here. We can see that we're going to get a long stick out of it. Perfect. All right, okay, so let's take all of those bits there and we'll haul them on over towards this little stool. This is going to be our little workspace. Now, Biomancer's spear. We need to have some kind of heat source nearby. And if there's an oven here, we can set a fire. We'll also need to have a biomancer rune, and we'll need to have some bones. We'll also need a patch of some kind, a cotton patch, which that's going to be easy. We're going to go over here towards this curtain, and we're going to go and tear that down. Then the sheet, we're going to disassemble. That'll give us 11 cotton sheets, and then we'll get 8 cotton patches by taking apart just one of those. Okay, next comes the butchery. So I'm pretty sure that we have already done a dissection on a fat zombie. I could be mistaken. We already know many things, principle biology, physiology, and whatnot. It take us 43 minutes to do a dissection here. We could also just do a quick butchery. I think we'll just do a quick one for now and try and get some tainted bones out of the mix, and we certainly managed to do that. Random cavities in this body make you think it was at least partially feeding on its own tissue to keep functioning. Interesting. Well, yeah, that's a lot of tainted bones. We will go and move them, hauling them on over towards our little working spot here, which actually probably isn't going to be here. It's probably going to be in the kitchen. Yeah, because we need to get a fire going. And this stove should be able to contain it. It's a gas oven microwave combo. With the state of nearby gas lines unknown, it's best not to put any fire near it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The question is, how long do we need to have that fire going for? If we have a look at Enchanted here, it's only 2 minutes and 21 seconds, so it's not very long. Maybe we'd only need enough just to kind of get things started. And I mean, with that, we can just start a fire out here on the balcony, maybe setting a table alight, that kind of thing, you know? So let's just go move this outside for now, like so. Oh, we are actually also wielding our Kevlar vest. Let's put that away for the moment. Take all of our bits and pieces here. Let's just leave them there for the moment. All right, so we just need a fire and a biomancer rune. So let's have a look at the rune first of all. Very low chance of us failing here, and we have ourselves the rune. We'll drop that on the ground, and we'll go and start this fire over here. Using our lighter, there we go. All right, we got a fire. Let's just hope it doesn't spread. Yeah, we happily lit that as well, which is nice. Okay, yeah, no, we've got everything we need. Now, we don't have the fabrication entirely. So there is a chance of failure, but it's a minor chance of failure. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's start. Oh, and that took no time at all. We have a biomancer spear in our hand here. Now you will notice that it looks slightly off at the moment. The Cataclysm texture pack from Undead People isn't really meant to work alongside Ultica, but that's still a good look for me. Now, Let's see what this thing can do. It's got a good piercing on it. Bash is okay. +2 to hit is great. It has an impaling strike on it, meaning that when you attack a target, you can hit another one behind it. On a crit, okay, with a minimum melee of 4. It also has a medium blocking ability, and most importantly, it can make reach attacks, so we don't have to be right next to something to strike them. Yeah, that biomancer rune is embedded at the base of the head, and it's a magical focus, so we can cast totally fine, theoretically, with this in our hands. And because it's easy for us to make, I don't feel like we need to feel too attached to this thing. Hey, cool. This is cool. Now, I don't think the fire is going to spread very far from here. Who knows? There's a cooling unit next to it, so it's going to be fine. I mean, if we hear it starting to spread, then, well, we'll just get out of here, won't we? But right now, we've got a little bit of time before nightfall, so I wouldn't mind spending that time trying to practice our hacking ability that we have here. Okay, and we are now meditating. And the fire has burned through the table outside, but it's staying out there. Oh dear. And as you might be able to see, Dusk briefly fell asleep. She's back to being famished, however. And yeah, she hasn't been eating a lot, so I can understand why. We've certainly been consuming way more calories than we're spending, but it's not enough for Dusk. So we're just eating a ton of jam, which should certainly help. And instead of just drinking regular clean water, let's see if we can't make ourselves some tea. We can make sweetened tea. Well now. Okay, let's take a step back there, because we've gone to scorching in terms of temperature. So we're more than a little hot next to that fire. We also dropped our spear to be able to work on that there. Okay, well, we're going to be at a much better temperature in here. We are just warm. Ow. Yeah, everything hurts a little bit. And there is hot air outside, and because I think Dusk is naturally warmer than most, she's going to feel that. We didn't finish our meditation, but that's okay. We also still have some clean water left as well, but we're going to drink this sweetened tea to begin with. And it is saying that we're overheating, but we're away from the heat right now, so this shouldn't be a problem. I mean, we're also drinking hot tea. Actually, everything is hot right now, so we were heating up quite a bit next to that fire, probably more than we should have been. As it's, well, unless it's burning underneath of here as well. I don't think it is. It's just burning through the last of the material that's here. There's a plank that's on the ground. Once that's gone, it's concrete, so it's not going to spread any further than that. But as soon as we can drink some more, well, actually, we're not completely full yet. Oh, and we just bypassed full and went straight to engorged, which is a little concerning. Let's use our gluttonous consumption to try and see if we can offset that. And there we go, gluttonous consumption cast. It took us a few attempts to get it, even though our failure rate was only 20%. We are in moderate pain, which is unfortunate, so we'll just take some aspirin to help deal with that. And let's hope that the temperature isn't going to be so bad. Yeah, it's considered to be hot air all around here, so that's spread quite far. The temperature, that is. I mean, this isn't hot here, so yeah, we're a much more comfortable temperature now. We are still considered warm at the moment, so we'll keep our eye on that. But for now, we are going to be heading outside and using the ladder to do that, not going down actually through the apartment, because that's going to be far too dangerous. And now that we are out here, we're going to try and get some of our powers up and running. Electrical discharge, momentum alteration, and voltaic strikes. We will wait a little while, catch our breath, and I suppose we could get our strength up now as well, but I don't think we're going to worry about doing that until we actually make it to where all of our books are. And there's been a fair bit of destruction here during the day, so I think we have a large number of dead that are still around here. We can see a Zaptor over towards the east, which is unfortunate because that's kind of the direction that we need to go. Is it by our rolling trash can at the moment? I don't think so. And is that our trash can? No. I think this is our trash can here, which is where the Zaptor is. I really, truly do hope that, that our stuff hasn't been destroyed. Okay. I mean, this is a rolling trash can. Is that our one, though? No, it isn't. Okay, but it's in good condition, so even if ours has been destroyed, we'll kind of be ready for it. Hello, Zombie Hollow, and hello, Zombie Night Stalker. Let's take a few strikes towards you here. We managed to stun it, which is fantastic. We pierced it in the head and stabbed it. It's stunned and zapped currently. Oh, there's two of them. That's not good. Let's go back up a little bit here. Unfortunately, we don't have the advantage of our ranged strikes at the moment. It just threw the trash can at us. Oh, great. And we have a zombie predator down here as well. We'll take a few good strikes against that one, killing it. The predator, we got a really good attack on that one then. Okay, so ideally the predator we take out first because we can see that, so we can actually strike at it from a distance here. So we'll try and get that little bit further away. This is why I like ranged weapons. We'll keep on striking. We are getting attacked by the Night Stalker, or I think it's trying to attack us, so we'll move up on it. Getting some really good criticals there, which is just fantastic. And we actually managed to duck multiple attacks then. Dusk, she's got the movement. Okay, let's wait for this hollow to get a little bit closer, and then we'll start stabbing that at a distance. And we are doing work with this spear. Oh, okay, and they did actually have a fair bit of equipment on them. We'll take these antidepressants, the weed, and we've got them. Excellent. Okay, so continuing on in the direction of the Zaptor. I'm not sure where it is right now. Okay, it's a little bit further down. Hulking Horror. Yeah, we don't want to deal with that, ideally. Oh boy. Okay, well, our trash can was there. That's what remains of it. There's all of our books. Okay, and what is that? It's a necroboomer. Okay, well, that's swell. And is that another hulking horror, or is that the same one from before? No, it's another hulking horror. I hate that. Okay, necroboomer, let's try and make you go boom. And that should bring the hulking horrors up in this direction. It sure as hell did. So let's go run around here. Let's have a look at this other trash can. We're going to need to shift everything that's in here currently to the outside. That's easy enough for us to do. We're going to grab that thing, and I think it's probably worth us trying to get our enhanced strength up now, just so that we can sort out our stamina situation. Okay, wait a little while, get our breath back. The Zaptor hasn't come over towards us yet, but it might. Okay. Alright, things have kind of moved a little bit, but there's still a lot of stuff here. Okay. That's a zombie predator. Okay, well, let's say goodbye to our strength, or alternatively, we just try to lure it away. Predators can see really well in the dark, however. Hulking horror. How I hate thee. Okay, alright, let's move back from the predator. We're gonna have to lose our strength. That is okay. We've taken care of that foe. The Zaptor, okay, we've lost our electricity. Oh, and we're seeing a hive hulk now. Okay. Yeah, that's not fun. Okay, right. Well, it's kind of moving all over the show at the moment. How bad are you going to be? Let's, pierce you in the leg. Okay, that's nice. And let's just keep on moving back here. I am kind of concerned that if we do, kill you, you are going to burst into a lot of other things. But, I mean, so far, so good. We're striking it pretty well, and we've got a lot of death down here. Let's start moving up towards the road. We need to keep in mind, though, we don't want to go too far, because that's where the hulking horrors are, and they are really hulking. Okay, we've got a regular flesh raptor here that we've managed to take down. That's great. This hive hulk is starting to suffer all the wounds that we've been giving it. We're piercing it a lot with our spear, which is great. We're not going to be using any of our mutated attacks when we're fighting at a distance like this, but that's totally fine. Oh, it seems a little healthier. It is actually healing over time, but it wasn't healing fast enough, and that is a foe dealt with. Okay, so let's try and get that stamina back again. Oh, we spotted a hulking horror. Okay. Probably over by the Zaptor? Yeah, which is over by where our stuff is. Okay, the Zaptor needs to die, the hulking horrors need to die. This Prowler, that needs to die. Oh, okay, nasty, really nasty. Unfortunately, we cannot get strikes at it while it's further away like this. Honestly, let's turn on our light. Let's see it for that moment so that we can try and get away from it. Okay, we got a Gargoyle that's coming over to say hello now, and no doubt there will be other things, but let's make our way down towards the apartment, which has really been damaged. put pressure on those wounds. I'm glad the tower is still standing. We got a regenerating zombie coming for us now. We got that spear back in our hands. Let's try and take this thing down. A few good strikes, that's more than good enough to do it. We run the regenerating zombie through for 42 damage. Awesome. Okay, Zapta, where are you hiding now? Oh, cool. We've got a Devourer as well. Let's just back up, give that a really good few strikes here. Okay. And it's probably going to be going on for a little while. Devourers do take us a fair bit to take out. But we're going to try and see if we can just keep that little bit of distance from them so that we can utilize our reach attacks. And then once it starts to get a little bit weaker, that's when we'll just kind of stand our ground and just get in as many attacks as we possibly can. Oh, okay. We took it out. Excellent. We do have some stimulants here. We'll grab them, saving them for that very rainy day. We'll also just have a few more painkillers as well and start making our way back on over towards the Zapta. The Zapta is probably going to have to die because I think that is drawing quite a few things in towards it. Okay, well, bit of bad news. I think the trash can's screwed. Yup, both of them are now. So, we need a new rolling trash can, which we should be able to find. There is a damaged one over here at the moment. We've got some smoke over by the Zapta. Ain't that just wonderful? At least we are actually seeing a little bit better at the moment because the weather, it's cloudy. It's not actually foggy. And oh, hey, let's have a look at you. Okay, it has enough wheels. This is, it looks okay. Not bad. Let's move that garbage bag out of there. Grab a hold of it and see if we can't get down there. Let's get that strength up first though. And we've caught our breath as well. Excellent. So getting closer, we kind of just want to load things in and then get the hell out of here. That zombie will probably see us though. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Oh, zombie is dangerously close. Indeed it is. Okay, well, we killed it. Was it too loud though? I guess we'll find out in a bit. And a zombie predator now. Okay, well, we're definitely going to have to deal with this first of all. So we'll start to lead that away, and thankfully it was already quite injured. Good for us. Oh, fantastic. And now a zombie lich. Okay, I'm assuming that can probably bring things back to life. So we're going to kill that as fast as we can. We've gotten a lot of attacks there. Dusk taking that thing down like a seasoned professional. Great, and a corrosive zombie now. Well, lucky us, eh? Let's have a look. Mind Hammer will take 9 seconds for us to get off right now. Oh, I think we did it. No, we lost concentration. Hey, there we go. And it's a loud thud, so it could potentially draw others. Oh, I mean, there's the hulking horror, so that's great. I cannot afford for them to destroy this rolling trash can. So let's just start moving over this way for now. I'm going to yell, please leave that alone. Please leave that alone. Thank you. Follow me, hulking horror. Let's yell again. Okay, this thing is fast. We need to remember that. Let's try and get that a little bit further away and just see if we can't just kind of double back around. We will need to up our strength in a little bit as well. I also want to make sure that we get our stamina back. Okay, got that stamina. Oh, and we've got something smoky down here now. And I can't see our stuff. Oh boy, I feel like we might need to try and deal with this situation first of all. Yup, okay, so lots of slashing and heavy arterial bleeding. We'll see if we can take down that Devourer first of all. Moving up on the next, we'll stay that little bit further away where we can, where that's possible. I think the Devourer is having a hard time striking us at all. Dusk is just dodging, weaving, doing a fantastic job. We are hearing more damage over here, and that probably means that we are losing yet another wheelie bin. Okay, the Zapta has attempted to get us with a good zap. It's close enough that we can strike it. There we go. We actually managed to stun it then. No. What we need is a proper distraction. We might actually have another backup here. That's a perfect condition trash can. I like it. I don't like that, but that's okay. A boomer going boom could be exactly what we need right now. And also a fair amount of fire. Not only will it make Dusk nice and happy, but it should draw everything in from around here. So let's deal with that as quickly as we can. And then we're going to start to try and take out a Black Ops zombie that just came out of nowhere. Hi there, buddy. Ooh, I like your MRE packets, though. Let's just take the whole thing for now. Take those Necrowaithers too. And then we're going to go and light these couches on fire. A task that makes Dusk nice and happy. Yeah, that is a zombie that we will need to kill. Let's just back up. Keep those fires going. Yeah, there we go. Nice and lit up. Now that will start to spread, but we really want a proper spread here. We spotted a Batwing zombie. Okay, well, that's fine. If it wants to come and party, we'll party. Taking it out, let's continue. Lighting up all of these chairs here. We've spotted a Flesh Raptor. Oh, good work, Dusk. Actually, let's go for the table here, because when you have fire that's adjacent to another piece of fire, well, it spreads that much faster. Okay, tough zombie. Oh boy, that's a Kevlar Hulk. Okay, let's get out of here before they have a chance to properly see us. Otherwise, they're not going to get consumed by the flames. They're going to start making a lot of noise in there, the Kevlar Hulk and that tough zombie. And that'll work. That'll work out well. Okay, we're going to take a moment to eat some more. And we might even be able to use some heat packs. That's a glutton. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit further away. We are hearing a fair bit of noise up towards the northeast. We will have more dead making their way on over towards that house, so we want to be at least a little bit cautious here. Let's just stay by all this destruction. I'm sure that's fine. So we'll activate one of those heat packs. We are going to heat up well, let's go for the tuna entree first, and we'll heat up the potatoes as well. It's going to make them much more enjoyable to eat. Got a pastry here, very nice. Let's knock back those wafers, and then we'll just have a load of jam. Okay, now last thing is pain. We do need to get our pain down a little bit further. Let's slam a tramadol. And we've just spotted a boomer glutton, or at least we did for a moment there. We're hearing crashes, which means that the flames are probably doing their work. Let's hope that's the case. I mean, yeah, we're seeing the glutton out the front of there. We are still hearing some noise over by the house that we're at, but oh boy, yeah, the flames are working. Good, very good. Oh, and that was probably the glutton. Okay, but yeah, we're definitely still hearing things here. We're actually seeing, gosh, come on. Why are you guys here? What are you doing here? The Kevlar Hulk has shattered armor at the moment, so I don't know what it's fighting. What are you guys up to? There's so many devourers. That's wild. Can you please get away from my books? Is that something that we can do? You're falling down ledges? What's going on? I'm not sure, but that's a ridiculous amount of devourers, and they're making a huge amount of noise. So much so that they're making more noise than this damn fire is right now. Can we not go up here? Because that would be great. Geez, there was a lot of movement then. Okay, well, I guess they are actually heading up this way now, so let's see if we can't bring them through the property, because that's a really good way to deal with that whole lot of trouble, and it's a lot of trouble. Okay, Zombie Cop is heading on over now as well. Yeah, there's a lot in this household. Can we get to this? I think we can. There's no light by it at the moment. I really want to grab you and head across the road. But what is the situation like here? Is it still bad? Well, it's a little hard to tell. There is some smoke that we're seeing currently. We're seeing a Skull Zombie and a Devourer and a Hive Hulk. Okay, well, we can see the Devourer, but apparently we can't see the other things. Okay, because they must have moved. Right, well, we're going to get the books here first of all. A deranged axe dwarf is dangerously close. He is indeed. Okay. Let's release this rolling trash can, and we should be able to get in a good few strikes at a distance on this sucker. We'll go smash that corpse. Antihistamines. We don't really need those. Okay, Zombie Cop, Zombie Hunter. Oh yeah, they are feeling those flames. Okay, and we got a pupating crawler here that we don't want to pop. Not sure why we still have things coming on over this way. We also have a lot of noise here, and oh crap, we've got open air here. Okay. Where that Kevlar Hulk was, where all the Devourers were, there's now a massive hole in the ground. So they've managed to collapse the ground there. That's a pretty big concern. Let's just keep moving these books. Apparently we have a zombie that's close to us at the moment. Okay, we do have two at the moment. Jeez. We managed to get a few books into this trash can though, so that's decent. Let's start striking this devourer, get that little bit of distance there, try and put this line between us and them if we can, just because that does slow them down significantly. Okay, big boy, let's try and see if we can get you over this way. Standing on a treadmill briefly. Yeah, we're seeing smoke from down there as well. There is some bad stuff going on in that pit. And a thorny shambler now, okay? I'd rather not get pierced if possible. That's good, so no poison. Excellent, and we're just in mild pain now, so we should be able to get our enhanced strength off in a moment. Oh my gosh, they're getting closer to us. Look at this. They're tunneling towards us. That's terrifying, and that means that, well, the other books, they're right on the edge there. I think we just take what we've got here. It's 150 litres worth of books. That's still a decent amount of books. It is taking us a little bit to move it, so let's get that enhanced strength up. Oh my gosh, come on. Okay. Don't know how that happened. Well, I do. They probably managed to clamber on out of there somehow. Okay, tough zombie needs to go first, followed by that one there. Okay, we really need to get away from this. It's taken a while to cast this damn spell though. Spell, mental power, whatever you want to call it. Let's please enhance that strength. Okay, we lost our concentration. Come on. We have a 16% chance of failure here. We've got it. We have got it, and we are away. Finally, we are away. But we're not out of the woods yet. We need to get into the woods to get to the Forge of Wonders, so let's carry on. I am loving that we have just that little bit of extra sight at the moment. It is making a big difference. Okay, we are at the woods now. Let's just avoid the cabin and get to that Forge of Wonders. Oh my gosh, we have actually made it. Hot damn. Okay. We've made it. We have made it. Excellent. Okay, so first of all, we need to offload these books. We're going to talk to the librarian up here. We're going to get as many denarii as we can. We'll also trade for any spells and stuff like that we want. Oh, you're an ugly dwarf. I don't remember you being an ugly dwarf in the other forge. You are our friend, and we're going to do some trading with you, friend. Actually, before we do, I suppose it probably is worth us looking to see if the prices are different, selling them to Helen, the pirate. So we're getting 11 for Dune and the drama novels and stuff like that. Let's go have a chat with her. And it looks like we're pretty much getting the same amount. Okay. So let's start with the librarian then. I mean, so in total, with all those books, actually, it looks like we have more books, okay? Of course, we had the books in our backpack as well as the ones that are in with everything else. Okay, adventure novels aren't worth much. Apocalypse Now, also not worth much. But yeah, that's 2,600 credits worth. So very, very decent. So let's have a look. Blinding Flash. Anyone can use it. Let's grab it. Shadow Field is a mega spell, so we won't worry about that. We do have these notebooks here, and they are relatively expensive. Illegal potion recipes you cannot find in common books. Well now, I feel like that's worth us getting. Let's just make sure that we're taking one of these things when we're buying them. The Arcane Archer's Companion. With firearms so convenient and taking much less training to use, it has long fallen out of favor, archery that is. But this book is so detailed you could revive it for yourself with the recipes contained within. That does sound like fun, and I do want to try and do more archery with Dusk, so yes, we will be purchasing that. Weapons of Asgard and beyond. I mean, it's the weapons of the gods. Yes, we will be purchasing that. And then I think that's it in terms of manuals. Yeah, so I guess we could try to settle things with denarii, which yeah, we are definitely going to do that. Then we'll just take off books on the other side to, even things out, because we don't want to have that much credit with them. Okay, so we'll settle with erotic novels. That's going to leave us with 10 credit. Excellent. Let's settle that trade there, and I am happy, very happy with that. So let's go see what's going on down here now. First of all, we'll check if there's things that we want to try and get from Helen here. Okay. Now that's interesting. Concentrated mana mutagenic primer. There's 2 lots of the stuff here. Certainly worth it. Because if we can get some positive mana mutations, well, that might that might help remove some of those negative ones that we've been dealing with. It is pretty expensive, but I do think that is going to be worth it. We also want all of these denarii, so we're going to be able to trade quite a bit in the way of books here. And I think that's probably all that we will trade for with Helen. So let's go make up that difference. I suppose we could kind of just like trade some of our trash, even the stuff that's not worth much. We've got 34 or 35 denarii there, which we are going to save. We're going to use all of the books first. Okay, and we will actually be left with a little bit of debt. So let's go back up to the denarii and just kind of settle that out. Okay, it'll leave us with a little bit of credit. I think what we're going to do is we're going to read all of the books, digitize them at the very least, the ones that we've just got, and then we'll sell them back. So let's go to our tablet PC and look at storing all of these books here. It's going to take an hour and 8 minutes for us to do so. That should be fine. Oh, well, we've had quite a few forge workers walking into the lava and dying. Good for them. Let's see what we have learnt here. Okay, so the weapons of Asgard, as we can see here, there are a number of cool looking weapons that we'll be able to construct using that as a guide. The Arcane Archer's Companion teaches us about the Quiver of Holding, specific arrows as well. Nice. And then we have the Potion book. Potion of Instability, Escape, Invisibility, Venom, Domination, Teleportation, Happiness, Toxin. Oh, and we also digitized all of the scrolls that we got as well. So we should be able to sell all of them to Helen. Oh, okay. So let's actually hold on to some of these books then. Yeah, we'll stay with a 16 denarii credit. Excellent. And we've just got 3 pieces of books in the industrial trash can now. So we'll keep on holding on to that for the moment. And we'll have a chat with old Valzane. Oh my gosh, just looking at the potential of the steel spear, the +2 steel spear, the typical damage per second is rather high. It still only does have the +1 to hit bonus, which I imagine would have been higher for a +2 weapon. The Nodachi is also like very tempting. Seeing as you can do rapid strikes with it, you have your wide attacks, brutal strike, it's a heck of a weapon. But alright, let's see how much we have to play with here first of all. So 1300 denarii, not bad. We're not going to be able to get our infinite throwing knives, but we may have other things here that are useful. There's lots of disposable wands. If we had a nice fireball, that would be really useful, I think. I mean, yeah, we do have a lesser wand of fireball here. Tempting. And it can be recharged with mana crystals. I mean, there isn't anything else, manual-wise, that we'd be wanting to get, as we've already looked at all of these. I think for the moment, we are going to pick up a mana crystal and we are going to pick up the fireball wand. We'll settle the difference with our denarii and take that as a good deal. So we've still got quite a few denarii left over. And, you know, we could even take out the mana crystal from this one potentially. You might not be able to take them out. We can put a fresh one in there. Yeah, and we can keep the last one as it was, but there's no way for us to reload that just yet. So, do we want to go and get more books? Do we want to spend more here? Well, it's going to be a while before Valzane restocks, I believe, still. 3 days and 21 hours, they'll have some new things for us. It could be wise us trying to spend that time in and around this area studying, because we do still have a lot that we can learn. I don't think we'll necessarily want to go and get the rest of the books, but yeah, we could certainly do some work on improving Dusk's abilities. Now, I think before we go any further though, we want to make sure that we are going to gather up a large amount of berries, and I suppose we could also do a little bit of fishing here. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. We could actually just pull the trout out the water towards us. Let's test that theory out actually. So for shove, we want to say pull the rainbow trout towards us. Yep, and it's on land now. Okay, yeah, attack that trout. Now hopefully that doesn't make the forge workers aggressive. We got ourselves a trout. It doesn't fit in any of our pockets currently. I'm going to drop a few things and see if we can maybe fit it in. We're going to leave that trout there for the moment and see if we can't grab another. Pull that out the water towards us and attack that trout. Damn it, it actually got back into the water. Little bastard. I mean, we can also just fight from the shoreline here. That was a yellow perch, so much easier for us to deal with. There we go. So let's take our fish back inside here and get cooking next to the lava. Well, actually, in saying that, we are going to want to fillet them first, so we'll do that here. A full butchery of everything. Excellent. So we did actually manage to come up with a fair bit of fish there. We'll go and cook that liver first of all, and we'll eat that. Then we'll go and batch cook a lot of the regular fish. And unfortunately, we have fallen asleep there. Let's see if we can finish off the last of those fish. Just needed a tiny bit of extra work there. And we're probably going to eat them right away, but I think we're going to drink some clean water before we do. And then let's just do the last of that fish. Just the scraps. Excellent. I want to try and see if we can quickly grab some water here, fill up our hydration pack, and we'll drop one of those tablets into that pack. We're also going to chuck some makeshift bandages on. I don't think that we're going to put them on anything else. Everything else should heal. We'll go for our torso, just because that is important that that heals up. Alright, now we do still have that crystal outcropping that I was wanting to have a look at. I think we'll do that tonight. And we'll quickly run into a friend here that we've run through, and we'll make sure that we keep safe mode on just in case we wander into any others around here, because there's quite a few houses just around the outskirts of the forest here, so no doubt all the activity inside the forge is drawing them up here. Oh, would you look at that? A rolling trash can, and a really good one at that. Let's actually just remember that vehicle position. Ooh, and a pupating zombie. Let's take that out before it pops. And we've got a few dead that we're just going to have to dodge here. Damn, okay. Screecher got a pretty good hold of us there. And, looks like something exploded a little earlier. We are actually hearing a little bit of combat nearby, just over here towards the west. Tempted to flash our light for a moment just to see what's going on. All right, we don't see anything. So let's just wait here. Flesh raptor. Well, hello and goodbye. Oh, okay. And that's a load of light. Mad militia. Oh, okay, friend. They're carrying a semi-automatic rifle, and they have a flashlight that's strapped to their head. Okay, let's get away from that. Don't like that at all. And it's kind of frightening, just seeing that light illuminating the forest as he searches for Dusk. We can see a zombie blank in the woods there. Ooh, and we are seeing a wraith. A gigantic shadow, chaotically changing in shape and volume. Two piercing orbs of light dominate what can only be described as its head. Well, that's spooky. Let's drop our spear, put pressure on that wound, get that thing back up, and let's get some powers going before we go any further. Okay, you feel a strange fluctuation in the energies. There's something odd about this place. Yeah, we should maybe not be using our powers here, but I also love the idea of us using our powers here. Well, we have our breath back, and I think, shadows. Okay, let's lash out the shadow. We got some voltaic damage on it then briefly. Shadow hits your torso, but your armor protects you. Okay, I mean, the thing is fast. We are getting a few attacks in here. Can we cause it to melt away? Not easily, and it seems like, the shadows are attacking the dead, or at least they're keeping the dead's attention right now. That wraith is a little bit of a concern, because it's going to draw a lot of attention its way. Alright, we have the alien grass that's here, and we have black stone. A perfectly smooth patch of black obsidian. Oh, that's the ground. Okay, yeah. But there's a glowing crystal here. A crystal that we can smash into pieces with the right kind of power. And what is this here? What is this light? It's from the trees, I think. Yeah, these alien trees here. Spooky stuff. And yeah, there's so many of these here in a Terran reality, right in the center. Do we want to step into the tear? No, it's never a good idea. Oh, we got swirling air here as well. Okay, kinda wanna destroy that one, possibly. Let's go and enhance our strength. Jeez, there's just so many attacks going on right now. Okay, we're gonna change to force unarmed, and we're gonna start slamming into this great big crystal here. Oh yeah, and we took it out, and that's a lot of dust. All kinds of different types. We'll go and pick those up, and then the crystal shards, we could use it as a weapon. But we may wish to use gloves, and we can grind them into black crystal dust. We'll just take the other dust for now, and swirling air. really tempted to see what's going on here. Let's step into that. Okay, and we are violently teleported, as we might have expected. And no ill effects, seemingly. We still have the safe shopping experience on us, which I don't know how that's really doing anything at all. I've also just seen this, just having a look at our little practice menu here. Nether crystal outcropping. We are near that, so you don't have to carry the black crystals with you as long as you're near somewhere like this. Now, having a look at all the dust here, we don't actually have any yellow dust. I think we might want to try and do a little bit more smashing if we can. And it really does not take long for us to do that at all. Still no yellow. Another crystal falls. And okay, we do have a little bit of yellow in the mix there. And that does allow us to practice everything that we have there. But I am assuming it is consumed. I can't remember exactly, but I'm relatively sure that that is the case. Well, I think we're going to smash a few more of these before we look at moving away from here. And we're just going to collect up all these different colors. Honestly, I wonder if we might be able to sell some of this dust. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I feel like I'm pretty happy with everything that we've been able to gather so far. And I'm glad that the dead are having such a fun time. Let's head back towards Valzane's. Oh, and maybe smash a few things along the way here. Oh, hi, zombie necromancer. Ooh, and we'll have a look at that K-bar afterwards as well, compared to our own knife. Let's take that thing down and make sure that we smash the other. No ammunition in that magazine, so I don't think we were in danger of getting struck. Looks like our bayonet is just a little better, so we'll stick with that for now. Okay, first of all, Valzane. Okay, we've got a strange look about us at the moment. Not quite sure what is causing that, but okay. Okay, so to Valzane, the dust is useless. So we'll go and check with the others. Same story there. It seems the mind is not as interesting to these magical folk, but it is still of interest to Dusk. She has spells she can learn, she has mental powers she can study. And I do think it is worth us spending the 3 days in and around here, waiting for the forge to restock before we look at moving on. We will no doubt need more books. And yeah, we might have had an opportunity to try out our fireball wand back down at the crystal outcropping. But we are saving that for when we really, truly need it. And I gotta say, I'm enjoying the spear. Yet, I've not forgotten about our voltaic armaments, all of which I want to try and get to the highest level possible. That and our mage armor, which I do believe has helped us out a fair amount when we have used it. The only issue, of course, is the light. But then again, if we're out during the day, that won't be such a problem. But we still need to overcome daylight. For Dusk, she can't be outside without her umbrella, not without a lot of pain. Legionnaires, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.